Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday evening was a very good night for Republicans. I will explain why. If you think that it was like a bad night and it was a disappointment, you're wrong for a number of reasons. I will explain and hit subscribe to this channel and share this segment with anyone who thinks that, oh my goodness, we underperformed and, it's all Trump's fault. I'm going to read you a couple of articles first, or, I want to read you some things, tell you the latest. Laxalt is up in Nevada. There's a Georgia runoff between Herschel Walker and Warnock. Herschel Walker will win that. And then we have the Senate. Blake Masters is within striking distance. He could win also. It could be 52 seats, but it'll be 51 with Laxalt and Warnock. But that's another story. I mean, Laxalt is up by, 23,000 votes? And it's only 72% reported in. Now, again, tomorrow or 5, 6, 7, or 10 hours from now, if democracy happens and the House and Senate go Democrat with real wages down 8.5%, inflation at 8 to 9%, inflation when it comes to housing and rent and food and energy, don't blame me or Trump or anyone. Just look at media. Look at all of media, loyalists within the Federal Bureau of Investigation or intel agencies or government, algorithms, Twitter up until this point. Let's see, all of Hollywood. You have almost every publication from the Washington Post to the New Yorker to the Atlantic to BuzzFeed to every single publication. I mean, you have to understand. I mean, I'll get to Kevin McCarthy declaring victory in the House. Republicans will get the House, and it's just basic math. He's probably done the math, so I am assuming he's done the math, and Republicans will have the House by at least 1 or 2 or 5 seats. I really don't care. Impeachment is imminent because you have an actual criminal who took money, 10% to the big man. He was the big man. And you have Hunter engaged in graft and potential bribery schemes. You can prove that with the emails. But Democrats haven't read the emails. But you have to understand something, okay? Trump, there was a Steele dossier purchased. Republicans investigated a Republican president utilizing a dossier purchased by Democrats. And it's Trump's fault that Republicans investigated a Republican president for 4 years, then lost seats in Georgia and Nevada after Republicans investigated a Republican president for 4 years. Does that make any sense? You think maybe there's a Democrat out there? And hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. We had amazing live streams yesterday. I have a very important short explaining why Republicans should thank God for Trump. But do you think it makes any sense? And that's going to come out today or tonight. You think it makes any sense that Republicans in the Senate went ahead with the stupid, absurd hoax that the Kremlin wanted Trump? Richard Burr in the Senate. You had Republicans saying another country wanted a Republican president and it's Trump's fault? And I love the Daily Wire and I respect the people there, but it's like, you want DeSantis, I want DeSantis too. He's fantastic. But another year, we need Trump back. We had household median incomes at record highs. We had real wages up 1.1% in 2019 before Democrats tanked the U.S. economy the last year of Trump's presidency. But we had inflation that was low. We had a growing economy. We had household median incomes up, record levels, and unemployment at record lows. Now we have household median income at real wages down 8.5%, inflation 8 to 9%, but much higher for energy, food, and rent, and it's only going to get worse. So, I mean, you ask yourself, the economy stinks, foreign policy is a catastrophe. How did Democrats do so well? Maybe they have late night Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert. There's billions in free political advertising. My God almighty, what did you expect? You think it's Trump's fault? Everything's Trump's fault? Go ahead and have Liz Cheney. You'll lose people like me. But go ahead and have Liz Cheney or Chris Christie. And this will be in the short. Or Paul Ryan or Mitt Romney. Even DeSantis is fantastic. But Florida, and God bless the Cuban Americans in Florida. You're saving this country. Okay? Florida has a voter base that understands the evils of communism. Okay? Most states don't. So it's Cuban Americans in Florida protecting this country from the evils of communism, and other Americans also from other countries that have faced those evils. Okay, the Vietnamese American community also understands. And, you know, there are communities out there that do understand the evils of communism. But you have Florida, and God bless the Vietnamese American community and the Cuban American community. You have Florida, for example, that, like, DeSantis, he's fantastic, but he's in a state where people appreciate, like, what he's done, and there was no DeSantis dossier, and you don't have the Federal Bureau of Investigation going into, heaven forbid, God forbid, DeSantis' home, and all you need is an informant that says DeSantis did something wrong, and then it's just the same game plan over again. You think that this is only because of Trump? You think that only Trump creates this hysteria? That's a roadmap, a game plan Democrats have created. It's the Trump game plan. They're using it against Trump. They'll use it against DeSantis. The difference, we don't know how DeSantis will react, and his poll numbers will tank. Trump, his poll numbers really haven't tanked at all. He's still there. He deals with everything. He doesn't have the Republican support like he should. How many people are investigating Biden within the Democratic Party because of Hunter's emails? Yet Bernie Sanders, I'm sorry, I'm so tired of hearing about your emails. Like, Democrats, even people that they cheat like Bernie Sanders, they rally around. They walk in lockstep. They give ultimate allegiance and obedience, and they're like artificial intelligence robots. You just basically program this Democratic Party robot, and that's it. They walk in lockstep. Okay, you have Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, Richard Burr, Paul Ryan. You had McCain. You had all these people going after Trump, working hand in hand with Democrats, and then they wonder, it's Trump's fault that they lost Georgia and Nevada 2 years ago. And Arizona. No, it's not. And then they say, Trump, he lies so much, Trump. Nobody lies more than Biden. Nobody lies more than Democrats. And if you think that, like I said, you think that anyone, like there's like one person within the Democratic Party that knows Biden was engaged in graft and potential bribery schemes, you think maybe they're just not going to dare investigate? But with Trump, it's January, his fault, and oh my God, Russia, and all this stuff. It's like Republicans don't rally around a Republican president who defeated Clinton. No other Republican could have defeated Clinton, and no other Republican could have come close in 2 years ago. So, and DeSantis couldn't have, because DeSantis doesn't have he would lose to Trump in a primary. So I love the Daily Wire, but the people of the Daily Wire should know, if it's DeSantis or Trump, DeSantis is losing nationally, because Trump is a steamroller and a bulldozer, and he's very good at going after any rival. You might not like him, and he might be mean, but he had household median income at record highs under his tenure, Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, the first president to step foot in North Korea. The guy was a great president. The economy was fantastic before Democrats obsessed in the most hysterical and apoplectic manner like they usually do. So spare me it didn't work out. It's like, what do you expect? Yeah, did I think we would do better? Yeah, I did. Okay, so sorry. I'm not Nostradamus, but you know what? Go look at the stock market crash predictions. This whole year, I was telling people the market was going to crash in 2022 and 2021. Very few people were talking about that, and I also said Clinton would lose to Trump, and a lot of things I've said have taken place. But we're looking at, I said the Senate and the House, and we're looking at the Senate. Laxalt is up. So Laxalt is up. And you got Blake Masters, who's within striking distance. Okay? Okay? And you got Carrie Lake doing well. I mean, God, what do you expect when you have every single conceivable advantage Democrats have? And the Democrats are happy. Like, well, yeah, you have Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert giving hundreds of millions of dollars every year in free advertising, political advertising. There has to be a campaign finance violation with like every political publication, late night, every algorithm. I mean, is there any then you have a person who can't even communicate winning in Pennsylvania, and it's like, that's democracy for you. Okay? Democrats don't need a human being who can actually communicate. They just need a beating heart, and it's fine. With Republicans, I don't like Trump. He said something mean. Yeah, you think he communicates, or you think he's a better candidate than Fetterman? You think Trump maybe is a better candidate than Fetterman? The Democrat in Pennsylvania was like, the whole planet's like, what? And they're like, oh, Trump is mean. But Democrats rallied around him. They said it was so transparent and he's so noble and courageous. They didn't care about anything but victory. And with Republicans, it's like, oh, Trump is mean. Well, he defeated Clinton. He got 3 Supreme Court judges, hundreds of federal judges. He had a great foreign policy and a great economy. What's there not to like? Oh, he's mean. Okay. You think that Biden's so nice, but Democrats don't say anything. You think that he's not corrupt? Democrats would never investigate a Democratic president like Republicans did. So spare me the nonsense about Trump. My God. I mean, it's almost as if people who critique Trump know nothing about politics. Or I should say, forget what they know about politics because Trump is mean? Give me your or polarizing. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Everything they did to Trump, they would do to everybody from Jeb Bush to DeSantis. So don't think that it's just Trump that creates this madness. The madness would be leveled at any Republican. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Kevin McCarthy called the House. I am going with it, and I think that he probably almost certainly did the math. If the math changes tomorrow, we don't win the House, believe me, I'll be upset. But I do think the House and the Senate, you got the runoff. Herschel Walker will win that. You got Laxalt winning in Nevada, like I said he would. Give me your thoughts below. It was a very good showing. It's like, you want the world, but I don't even. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe. Thank you, and be here for the live streams tonight or today.